One of the things I love about this effect is that it's so clean, it's so direct, it virtually works itself. Sounds like a lot of hype from other magic magazines and ads, etc. But this is the absolute truth. It's based on a classic by mentalist Ted Anneman, who was very, very famous in the 1940s and has written incredible books about mentalism and card magic. I believe this one came from Anneman's Miracles of Card Magic. If you can get your hands on that book or manuscript, definitely do. It's filled with a wealth of amazing things. So without further ado, let me demo this for you. So the effect starts off thusly. I introduce a pack of playing cards to a table. Perhaps I've been doing already some card tricks or other kinds of tricks. Perhaps it's the lead trick in my stage show. It doesn't matter. I introduce a deck of playing cards and a marker. And what I do is open up the playing cards. I fan them. I could even show them, spread them out, that they're all clean, well mixed. All of them are different. There's no duplicates, nothing odd about them at all. But I'm missing a piece of paper. I've got a marker here. What I begin to do is to write a prediction. Of course, we don't need the Joker. Write a prediction in the corner. Of one of the cards, which I place down here like so. And then the cards are very, very cleanly spread out. And it doesn't matter at all which card they select. That was actually a pretty rotten card spread I did. You could spread out the cards like so. They can pull any one of 52 from the pack. Again, you can very, very plainly spread out the cards, show that they're all different and well mixed. And while that's happening, you call to their attention, you wrote on the corner of one of the cards a prediction, and they cleanly pulled out a card 1 in 52. The prediction they made was the two of clubs, and the one card in 52 they picked, the 2 of clubs. The explanation is really, really quite simple, and this is the setup. I'll remove these two just for starters. In the upper corner of every single card is your prediction. Say the 2 of clubs. It doesn't matter which one, as long as they're all the same. So all 52 cards have, or 51 cards I should say, in the corner, the 2 of clubs written all the way through. And because of the handling, because of the way you handle the cards, this will be a little bit easier. They'll never know. You can fairly spread out the cards on the table. You can handle them very, very cleanly. You can even have people shuffle the pack. On top of this is the force card, is a regular 2 of clubs, and the Joker. And the reason for that is they're not going to remember this top card what that was, but they will notice that there's nothing there in retrospect. So you can start off by removing the Joker, opening up the pack, removing the Joker. You can spread the cards on the table very fairly. If you're working stage, you can spread the cards out in a fan like that to show they're all clean, different. It doesn't matter. You can even shuffle the pack like so, making sure the bottom card is retained, because you're going to mime, you're going to pretend that you're actually going to do a little Hindu shuffle here, which actually keeps the 2 of clubs at the bottom. Or you can just do this, you can do kind of an overhand shuffle, still retaining the bottom cards, or you can do an interlace riffle shuffle, keeping that one at the bottom. Very, very fairly handling the cards, spreading them out. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pretend that you're writing a prediction in the upper corner of the card. Really it's this one. And what you're going to do is you're actually just using your finger, and no one will notice that. You can even be really, really up close. They'll never know. And I like blowing on the pack. I like blowing like so to make it seem like it's has to be dried. The ink is fresh. And without showing that face card, you make the prediction, blow on it, place it off to the side like so. You get rid of the marker, and now you are so far ahead. If you want, you can turn the pack over like that, rendering the prediction in the upper left-hand corner like so. Regardless, you spread out the cards as long as they don't look at their selection. Say it's this one, anyone from the middle of the pack. And what I like to do at this point is kind of mix them up a bit. I gather up the cards, I place the joker back on top, spread out the cards really, really fairly like so. Or again, if I'm doing stage, I'll fan them out just to emphasize how clean everything is. If I'm doing close-up, I'll just spread them out like that. Make sure you've got it right side up. That's why I like to have a one-way joker, so that I know which way is right side up. For example, you don't want to spread them out and they could see your predictions on every card. You want to make sure that they're fanned out in such a way that everything looks clean and fair, even up to the last moment like this of the revelation. Do a peek. Show that psychologically this is really important. You don't want to show them both at the same time because it takes away from the drama. So you show that the prediction you made is the 2 of clubs, and then you stop for a beat and you show that the prediction matches the actual card they selected. So there you have it, Mental Prediction, originally created, I don't know if that was the original title of the effect or not, by Ted Anneman in the 1940s, I believe, from his book, Miracles of Card Magic. Students of magic and mentalism will want to research this further anyway, especially the name Ted Anneman. In modern days, meaning the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you want to look up Larry Becker and any and all of his books, which are simply incredible. He brings mentalism really to the 21st century, even though there's no devices of any kind of electronic help, as much of mentalism is comprised of nowadays. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but the sheer genius of using psychology, the sheer genius of a lot of the one-ahead techniques of 1920s, 30s, 40s, up until 80s and 90s mentalism by these geniuses that have created mental magic far surpasses, in my opinion, anything electronic. Although there's some incredible electronic feats of mental magic out there. I want to thank you once again for joining me. I know you'll have years of enjoyment doing this effect. Remember, you can make up many, many decks if you want to do more than one show or present this more than one time to an audience. Do 3 decks with a different force card in each one in the upper corner. That way all your bases are covered. Once again, thank you so much for purchasing Mental Prediction.